Can McCaffrey do it again? It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Carolina Panthers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his first look is incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. And the offensive starters for Tennessee.
And this offensive line, they're going to have to be a lot better than they were right there. We certainly won't measure them just by one play, but they definitely got a big challenge ahead of them in this one because this defense, they love to run blitz, and they clog up the running lanes.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get... And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ready? Check. 59. Target.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 21 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught. Humphreys. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 2nd down, it's Lewis. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, and he whips that one incomplete there. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. On the draw, this is Lewis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
A look at the numbers last week for Dion Lewis. 19 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-8. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
The former Louisville Cardinal, it's Reggie Bonifant. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Newton on 3rd down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton throwing right, and that's complete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Newton. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Newton. He may try and run for this. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Ready?
On the draw, it's Scarlett. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll run it, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
They'll run with Scarlett. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Jordan Scarlett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Right there, 54, right there.
A second down run with Lewis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Throwing is Newton, and that's caught. It's Hogan, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This is Scarlett on the carry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A run here with Bonifant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Newton now to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton. On the move to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you can just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Santos' kick is up and through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Newton. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defensive.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Lewis, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This is Grant. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Humphreys. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jackson now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They will run with Grant. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They go play action with Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They go back to Grant. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw again on second down. Newton, and open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that.
Get ready. Get ready. Ready.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton, blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton. Escape under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's complete to Sharp. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, and the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Titans on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's caught. Humphreys. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a fourth down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
False start, offense.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Jackson. And this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Check. Let's go, defense.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson will throw again. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They will start the drive with Scarlett. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They turn to Scarlett again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.